My name's Colin, this is my channel, the A or My Channel, and this is another episode of This Charmed Man, a first-time reaction series to the TV series Charmed. And this is the third time I've recorded this afternoon. I'm now well in advance of when these shows will actually be released. I think I'm probably about 2 months or so before this will see the light of day, but I need to keep on plugging on because I'm going to be spending 5 years doing this or so. And yes, we have reached episode 3 of season 2, and yeah, there's already been some interesting stuff. We've had those neighbours show up, Danny
Whoa.
and Jennifer. I mean, having a little girl on the show. Is she going to be a cousin Oliver? That remains to be seen. We've also had that last episode, the Trip to the Future trope alert, with seemingly the whole point of that episode was for the sisters to learn a lesson about the ways they should be using the powers, or rather the ways they shouldn't be using the powers. And yeah, from somebody stepping in dog shit 10 years later, he's burning witches. These kinds of things happen. Yeah, more developments in the relationship between Piper and Leo, or at least more direction of where they will go when they eventually do hook up, because they're going to hook up. Interesting. So yeah, episode 3, which is entitled The Painted World. Okay, now what that sparks in my mind is that's the title of a novel by Kazuo Ishiguro.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
The guy who wrote Remains of the Day, I think he's won the Booker Prize. He's also been Oscar nominated for writing the screenplay to the film Living, a remake of Akira Kurosawa's Ikiru. Both films I think are excellent, but Ikiru by Kurosawa is an utter masterpiece. I do recommend that. So I think The Painted World is a novel by Ishiguro. I think it's set in a brothel. No. Ignore everything I've just said. The Kazuo Ishiguro novel is An Artist of the Floating World. The Painted World only comes up with this Charmed episode, so yeah, forget everything I've just said. So the title of the episode is The Painted World, and what does that actually mean? Well, I guess maybe involving a painting, maybe involving Bucklands. I mean, maybe Prue is going to uncover something magical at work, not for the first time. Ooh, maybe this is going to be another trope. I mean, another trope ticked off my 30 strong list already. This could end up being a picture of Dorian Gray. That's a possibility. But yeah, I mean, I've got no strong indications to what this episode will be, so let's just get on with it. The Painted World, episode 3, season 2.
But do I really need to be here?
No, of course not. It's just that most people prefer to be at an appraisal, especially when they plan on selling the piece.
It's just I'm kind of in a hurry.
Say no more. Just sign at the bottom and you are free to go.
Thank you. So
She seems very, very keen to get rid of this
Well,
painting.
I'll need to see ownership records before I can do anything.
Yeah, well, you didn't need that with that urn in season 1, did you? With Phoebe's friend giving the urn. She was perfectly willing to throw that into an auction.
I just want you to sell that painting as soon as you can, all right?
Yeah, she
Good
does
idea.
not want that painting at all. Is this painting cursed? Oh, maybe it's not the picture of Dorian Gray. Maybe it's the Mezzo Tint by M.R. James. The idea of a painting, or in that case, an engraving, which...
It's not like I borrowed Prue's car so I could drive it into a pole.
How bad's the damage?
dear.
Not bad, but maybe expensive, which is why I need a favor. I'm at this company called Web San Francisco. It's an interactive network on the internet, and I faxed them my resume this morning, and they want
An
to meet with me tonight.
interactive...
I've got to go, but Phoebe, I don't
Web
want to
on
be in
the
the middle of
internet.
this. Just tell
Okay.
her, okay?
If I don't get the job, I will tell her.
Yeah, this is not going to end well. And is this company actually going to be Phoebe's job for season 2, or is this going to be another... oh dear. What does her CV look like? Probably not good enough.
So you won a fellowship from the National Science Foundation.
When I was at Harvard, yeah. How'd you know?
Saw it on your resume. I was cum laude also, except I was a Ford Foundation scholar.
So then
Yeah,
you
everybody
gone to
bragging about their
Stanford?
accomplishments.
I went to Stanford.
In this day and age, who can't write in the HTML and numeric languages, right?
Right.
Apparently Phoebe can't. So yeah, she's going to have to tell Prue about the car. But yeah, the never-ending quest for Phoebe to find a job. But yeah, okay, there's something in the painting. So yeah, this is the Mezzo Tint by M.R. James, and there was a Christmas ghost story adaptation. I think Mark Gatiss did it a couple of years ago on BBC Two.
When I first saw the mezzo tint, it was just a view of the house. No moonlight and no figures. Binks, my golfing partner, not a man prone to imaginings, wouldn't you say?
I would.
Well, he saw it first. The alteration. Moonlight and a figure where there'd been no figure.
Yeah, this is sort of, something moving in the painting and something, slouching towards Bethlehem to be born. But yeah, in the Mezzo Tint, I mean, M.R. James was one of the greatest writers of short ghost stories ever. My introduction to Gothic literature. But he had this story, the Mezzo Tint, about this engraving, which passes from hand to hand to hand because there's this little figure which moves closer and closer and closer to the house. And eventually it gets in the house. And yeah, this is the Mezzo Tint by M.R. James. Still concerned that kid's in the credits.
You're obsessing.
Well, it runs in the family.
I don't obsess.
You
I
kind of
think-
do. I think all three sisters kind of have their obsessive
Anyway, I
moments.
can't really help it. I mean, we've seen so many bizarre things. Why not a man in a painting?
How did your interview go?
It went fine.
Tell
actually, it's still going.
her.
I have to finish this take-home aptitude test, which
You have
I actually
to
think I will start
tell
right now. So I will see you guys later.
Prue about the
Phoebe?
car.
What? Aren't you forgetting something? My car keys?
They'd be with your car, which is at the body shop.
Okay, she actually did it.
How could I be so irresponsible? How could I be so stupid?
Okay, irresponsible, yes. Stupid, no way. Where's that coming from?
She has such inadequacy issues. Oh, my heart goes out to her. Even though I'm the oldest brother. But
Well, whatever it costs, I will pay for the damages, and whatever the cab costs, I will pay for that too.
does Solano have a bruise or something on her back? Or is that maybe covering up a tattoo? So it definitely looks like there was some makeup or something on her shoulder blade.
I'm going next door.
Why are you going next door? Actually, what does Danny do?
My club received a visit from the DBI last night.
And you got code violation.
I have the War and Peace of code violations.
And you were thinking, what, neighbor Dan, he's in construction.
Okay, construction.
Help, huh? She needs help with the paper. It's for a bio class, something with the human reproductive system.
Oh, you mean sex?
It's just way too awkward for me to talk to my niece about.
Sure, not to
So,
worry. I have
yeah,
plenty
okay,
of
are we going to have
experience.
the talk on screen?
With sex.
No, I mean, talking about it.
Is it such a bad thing if she has experience with sex?
So you think that the painting is haunted by a ghost?
No, I think he's definitely alive. I think he's trapped inside.
Yeah, but did he trap himself, or was he trapped by somebody? Is he therefore good or evil? Is he gonna wreak havoc if he gets out, or is he gonna be grateful and relieved?
It's only gonna get worse.
Oh, so is there kind of like a loop that continues, and the same actions being done over and over and over again? I recognise that house. I think that's an English stately home that I might even have visited when I was a kid.
Then again, a smart person wouldn't have backed a car into a pole. A smart person would have realized that it was a $1,200 pole. That's because smart people don't do stupid things, only stupid people do.
Phoebe, I did.
Oh, Phoebe.
I know. Maybe we should just...
You are enough.
Okay.
He's gonna be okay? Just don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Don't worry, I won't. You would never cast a smart spell.
Okay, that's not going to end well. But is she going to be smart in the right ways to get this particular job? Or is, she's going for a tech company, it's sort of like an online company, but if she's, smart in, I don't know, city planning, then that's not going to actually help, is it?
Oh, and P.S. there will be no personal gain.
You sure about that? Because the whole point is if you get the job.
Wow. You speak Latin?
Yes. Good night, Joe.
Okay. Well, why don't I just return the painting to the vault, say tomorrow?
Good idea.
Okay.
I think she's a little old for you, mate. Oh, he's trapped. Or is he pretending to be trapped so she will let him out? And is this going to be a good thing or a bad thing to let him out of the painting?
Semper Mia. Mine forever.
Mine forever? That's not good.
Salvo emitto amplus brevis semper mia.
Is this a terrible, terrible mistake? Oh, shit. Yeah, probably should have seen that one coming.
Quick, follow me.
What?
This way. Ladies first.
Yeah, do we trust him? I don't think we do.
I see you read Latin too.
Oh, my name is Prue, and I was helping you. You were supposed to come out.
Oh, great. Now we're both trapped. Hurry.
Yeah, still don't trust this guy.
What the hell? What are you? How'd you do that?
And Prue definitely didn't pack a lunch.
Well, maybe she's still asleep.
No, I checked her room. Her bed hasn't been slept in.
Well, maybe she didn't come home from the office last night.
No, it's her voicemail.
Yeah, why is Phoebe not
What if Prue
a
is
little
right
bit more
about the painting?
concerned?
What if something's happened?
I mean, things happen to these sisters on a fairly regular basis, so...
We are looking at the odds of less than 4.1%. No, actually make that less than 3.3%. I forgot that the Book of Shadows had Zip on Evil artwork.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
No. You were like AskRainman.com. You haven't been in the Book of Shadows, have you?
No.
Of course she has! It's like in the Woogie Man episode. I mean, when Phoebe manifested that baseball bat, the first thing that Prue said is, "You've been in the Book of Shadows, haven't you?"
It's not the typical life of an art historian, is it?
Yeah, well, I won't be here that long. I mean, I have 2 sisters, and we all have powers. If anybody can find a way out, it's us.
You sure about that? Or is everybody going to get trapped in this painting? And she's going to say the words.
Salvo admitto amplis brevis.
Oh, hey, Piper. Well, I always hoped someone would get my SOS. Just never thought I'd be a woman.
What? A woman can't rescue a man?
I'm still waiting.
Yeah, we'll keep waiting, pal. Bookcase!
Yeah, 1929 attitude.
We're not allowed to cast personal gain spells. You know that.
Yeah, I do know that, but it's not. I even put that in myself. No personal gain.
There will be consequences. There always are.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I mean, but
It's worth
again,
it.
the whole point was to
Piper, you
ace
were
the
at
aptitude
that job
test to
interview,
get a job,
surrounded by all those
i.e.
college graduates.
personal gain.
You don't know how good it feels to be really smart.
Say you did get this job. What would happen to it the moment your smart spell ended?
I thought I'd worry about that later.
Yeah, I mean, that's always been Phoebe's issues. I mean, sort of
Wait.
not
what does this
having the...
Absolvo, admitto, amplis, brevis, semper mea? Baby, help!
Be careful near the window!
What's wrong with the window?
Are you okay?
Perfect line delivery!
But I can't reach the window.
Absolutely brilliant.
Forward, I am slice and dice.
Okie dokie. You're all set. But bye, Jenny.
What is actually on that bit of paper? To the point. Oh. Oh. Is she now? That was ominous.
In the 1920s, a witch named Nell tricked a powerful warlock into a painting.
Yeah,
with
he's a
spell
warlock. We
that
need...
only
no.
his power of X-ray vision could see. Verva omnes liberant. Words free us all. These words will free anyone trapped inside the painting.
So yeah, he is
Okay,
a warlock
but
that
how do I
needed
get the
to be
words
trapped.
inside without getting trapped inside the
into
painting myself?
painting.
No, I couldn't.
And it was almost impossible for us, the charmed ones, no less, to get that message on the window. Yet, Malcolm, an art historian with absolutely no powers, was able to escape fireballs.
Yep,
and
she's
the
figuring
message
it
on the
out.
window. I mean, I don't know, Piper. It's just something weird about all of this.
Kitty, kitty. What do we have here?
Oh.
It is
Instead of a
cute.
messenger pigeon, a
What is she
messenger
doing here?
cat.
Jane's my lover. She's been trying to get me out for years. She needed to find the charmed ones. You. It took her 70 years to do that.
We haven't been around that long. I read a Jeet Kune Do manual earlier today. I think that makes me a black belt.
Yeah, at least they're letting the stunt women do it this time.
Although if anybody can do it, Phoebe can.
Yeah, even without the smart spell. I mean, putting that message on Kit's collar, it's very Phoebe.
Still a little unclear as how
Out of it.
Kit got into the painting,
What
but
Looking for this? Freeze them! Where's Kit?
Oh, there she is, there she is.
Okay.
Oh, I can't believe we almost forgot her.
Verve omnes liberant!
and the painting burns.
Okay, you want to explain this?
Okay, well, that's Piper.
Oh,
And that's Dan.
I see.
Okay, so Phoebe is passing off Dan to Piper, but Piper's already got Leo, albeit Leo's away. But once again, I mean, when Leo showed up, I thought Phoebe was going to be interested, and now I thought Phoebe was going to be interested in Dan, and she's seemingly stepping aside for Piper. Yep, I guess. So yeah, Piper's got a type, you know, studly men who are good with their hands. I mean, let's face it, that's that's most heterosexual women's type. So yeah, getting trapped in the painting. I mean, it's not exactly the Mazzo tint by M.R. James. but it's that kind of setup. And the fact that we've now done a cursed painting episode means I think it's probably very unlikely that we will get to the picture of Dorian Gray. But, and who knows, 7 seasons, maybe it will show up eventually. But yeah, a cursed painting. And with a situation like that, I mean, I wasn't expecting Prue to be sucked into the painting. But, I mean, that was an interesting way to go. And in a situation like that, it's always 50-50 whether that is an innocent in need of help and protection or a warlock who deserved to be trapped in the painting. And I suppose it was more likely that it would be the warlock there, thinking about it. But it was interesting. And, specifically talking about a male and a female warlock and being connected. But if he's been in the painting for 70 years, I mean, that implies that Jane has been around for a very, very long time. So, yeah, that's interesting. But a male and a female warlock, and it didn't appear that they were, transforming into something else. It looked like they were just humanoid people who steal other good witches' powers, which is what Phoebe said in season 1, episode 1. And frankly, I think that's where they should have stayed, because, I mean, as I talked about in my recap of season 1, the whole warlock and witch thing I find very, very confusing, unnecessarily convoluted. So, yeah, cursed painting, and that house. Okay, it's Hurstmonceau Castle in East Sussex. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen that castle in documentaries about the Tudor period. There's a small chance I might even have been there when I was very, very small, because I used to live in that part of the world. Let's see. Nothing really stands out. I'm sure I've seen that castle in documentaries. Yes, it's Hurstmonceau Castle in East Sussex. What's going on with Phoebe? Because she made it clear at the end of season 1 that she did want a job, and all her efforts, the smart spell and passing that aptitude test, were to get that job. But it doesn't sound like the job she could have done if she wasn't under the influence of the smart spell. So what was the point? And I was convinced that it was going to be Phoebe who was going to go after the hunky neighbour Dan.
Whoa.
But apparently it's going to be Piper. I mean, as I said, it was exactly the same thing with Leo. I mean, I was sure that Leo and Phoebe were going to start something because of the porn eyes that Phoebe was giving Leo the first time they met each other.
Hi, you must be Mr. White.
The handyman?
Call me Leo.
Gladly.
But it ended up being Piper, and once again, Piper seems to be the front runner between the two. I mean, the amount of times those two go after the same man, and Prue doesn't. I suppose she's still mourning Andy, and actually, that's a point that we haven't had. The trauma, the deep, lingering trauma of Andy's death, that hasn't really reared its head here. So yeah, that probably looks like it was just a 1 episode thing. I'm still on the fence. I mean, I'm still unclear how I feel about Danny and Jenny, moving in next door and being in the credits. They still need to convince me that they're worthy additions to the show. I'm still a little bit unclear as to where their place is, what their place in the show is, what their place in the world is. but I guess we'll find out. But yes, I'm getting hungry. I need to go off and have some food, and my camera is running out of space. So I think it's best I leave it there. And all that remains for me to say is this has been a presentation of the Yay, Nay or Meh channel, and I'll see you next time where I shine a light on TV and cinema, both obvious and obscure.